address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. On the Patriots sideline, a look at their head coach. His team fell in their season opener a week ago, now hitting the road, looking for their first win. Then on the Dolphins side, you've got Mike McDaniel. His guys also fell in the opener a week ago, so we've got a couple of teams here desperately wanting to avoid an 0-2 start. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Greg, hard to believe, 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. He certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
A gain of 4 brings up
ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ready, shot.
From the gun, here's Tua. This one caught by Waller. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And the Dolphins,
they get 15 on that game. First down, Miami. Hill brought in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Rolling to the left.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Dolphins first down. Tua, give it to Achane. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
At the Patriots' 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap to Tua. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down. It is a gain of 23 yards. And now they'll have 4 shots at him. It's 1st and goal. This opening drive has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
In motion, Westbrook-Ikhine. Achane. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Now, Tagovailoa on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And now it's 4th and goal.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 3-0 lead. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Marcus Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their 2nd-year quarterback, The number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina, it's Drake May.
Mike, this is a big boy game, and sometimes the unfortunate truth is your performance was the difference between a win and a loss. And I think if you asked him, he'd be the first one to say, listen, my performance last week was not good enough. I have to make better decisions. I have to be more careful with the ball and where I put it. So his ability to improve from last week's game, both in production and decision-making, is probably the number 1 storyline to follow heading into today's game.
Just a yard on first down. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Off the play fake, it's May. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to have the Pats first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
A gain there of 21. First down, New England.
First down, New England.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. Time for the 2nd quarter. Patriots with the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll run here with Gibson. And you'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 35-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Patriots first down.
First down, Patriots.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Trip pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9. Working out of the gun, it's May. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
Back at the 24-yard
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Hill brought in motion. Throwing is Tua. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
27 yards.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll bring Waller in motion here. A run here with Achane. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down by Carlton Davis. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Tua. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Patriots offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. They've 5 straight division titles. It's hard to see who can knock them off that perch right now.
Yeah, and I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clearly in a rebuild. Young quarterbacks, new coaching staffs, trying to kind of get themselves out of the bottom of the division. Miami seems to me, I don't know if they're ready to compete necessarily with Buffalo directly, but Miami is a playoff caliber roster, a playoff caliber team. They've showed it in years past. So if anybody's ready to compete, I think it's Miami. I just don't know, Mike, if they are ready top to bottom over the length of the season to get enough wins to keep pace with a team as good as Buffalo.
And 2 new coaches at the bottom of the standings last year, the Jets and the Patriots. And Greg, both guys who played for a long time in the league and bring a certain amount of toughness to the top of the organization.
Oh, absolutely, and it was very clear exactly what New York and New England were looking for. They wanted culture setters, right? It wasn't about getting the fancy play caller. It wasn't about the X's and O's. They needed to establish an identity and a culture of excellence and of winning. So, no question, Mike, there was a very clear mission, a clear path to landing on Vrabel and Aaron Glenn, and they think they have their guy for the long term.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down.
It is 2nd and 6. From out of the gun, here's May. That'll be complete to Gibson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Henderson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs. One final throw before the break. This one, downfield, looking for Henry. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And it's Jordan Love. He's going to find his man here. This, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Packers are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Jaylen Warren. He's going to get in from 6 yards out. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Steelers looking for a 2-0 start. They lead at the half. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And it's last year's MVP, Josh Allen. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. The Bills do, however, find themselves trailing at the half. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, not much offense to talk about, just one field goal on the board, 3-0 the score. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. On the ground, Gibson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Gibson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field, and the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside, and they're able to bring him down this time for a loss.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Back deep, it's Tyreek Hill. And a short field awaits. Fair catch taken on this side of midfield. The Dolphins offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got, and he will get into the end zone. Shavon Achane, touchdown Dolphins. That is first touchdown of the new year. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are out to a 10-0 lead.
Patriots nothing. Jason Sanders.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Jones now on the return. He'll He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back to work. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-0 outside the U.S. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The rookie out of Michigan, Kenneth Grant, having success early in his career. His second sack in these first few weeks of the season. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back, and he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for fourth down on your side of the field. But they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge. And now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Devon Achad ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. He's got space inside the 25. And he'll be taken down. A gain there of 15. First down, Miami.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Once again, it's Achad.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On the handoff, this is Achad. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Tua. To his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Jones now on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Throwing now is May. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. Gonna look to throw. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Gina Uzier.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made a pay.
Pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
At the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. To throw is Tua. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll toss it here to Achad. Good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that
He's
one.
brought down at the 42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready. Out, out. Ready.
Back to throw is Tua. Catch made there by Waddle. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Dolphins, first down.
Hill brought in motion.
35-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Achane. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 33, here's 2nd and 8.
Second down at the 33-yard line.
Tua out quick. See what Tyreek can do. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for another Miami Dolphin.
All right, come on.
On first down, Tagovailoa.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
17-yard line.
On second down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
That's another Dolphins first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
Here's a give to Achane. Marked down at the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. Brings up second down.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. In motion, it's Waddle. There's a handoff to Achane, running left. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he can't get away. Down he goes back to the 16. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dolphins will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So now Drake May and the Patriots down on the scoreboard. A little under 30 seconds to go. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in a short period of time. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Gibson. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
So, things up. It's a win for the Dolphins. They get